Welcome back to another InsightCM tutorial. In the previous video, we configured the data viewer layouts. This time, we'll focus on how to configure alarms in InsightCM. Before we jump in, let's quickly review how alarm configuration works. In InsightCM, you can configure trend alarm rules in two main ways. First, you can set levels manually using a fixed comparison value. Second, you can auto-configure levels using a statistical baseline. Let's start with a manual alarm configuration. Go to the Asset Configuration page. In the sensor hierarchy, select the HFCT sensor, and then open the Trend Alarms tab. Click Add to open the Trend Alarm Rule dialog. In this dialog, you'll typically interact with the source, the condition, alarm levels, the feature trend preview, advanced alarm settings, and the operating state. You also have options to set baseline and auto-configure levels from baseline when needed. For this example, we'll configure an alarm using the total power in band feature and a greater than condition. Next, add an alarm level and choose the severity and compare level you want. In this example, we'll use a compare value of 100 with a low severity level. Click OK to save the rule. You should now see the alarm level reflected on the feature trend. Now open Advanced Alarm Settings and set an on delay value. For example, if we set the on delay to 900 seconds, the condition must remain true for that duration in order for the alarm to trigger. Click OK to apply the changes. The alarm rule will be saved in InsightCM, but to push the new configuration to the monitoring device, you will need to update the device configuration. Go to Device Configuration, select the associated device, and click the Update Configuration button. This process can take a few minutes. The configuration status will reflect the update in progress. Once the configuration status returns to OK, go to the data viewer. Select the same feature again, in our case, total power in band. Then click Show Alarm Levels to display the alarm thresholds on the trend chart. Finally, select a data event to load the associated waveform and spectrum data below for analysis. Now let's look at statistical or baseline-driven alarm configuration. In this example, we'll create a trend alarm for an infrared camera measurement. In the asset tree, navigate to your ROI, here it's named Motor, and go to the Trend Alarms tab. Click Add to open the Trend Alarm Rule dialog. Select the date range you want to use to calculate the baseline. Then choose an operating state for the rule. It's important to note that if the operating state is set to All, you won't be able to auto-configure levels from the baseline. Next, click Set Baseline to define the normal operating range from the selected data. Then click Auto-Configure to generate the alarm severity levels using that baseline. Click OK to save the rule. You'll now see the new alarm listed under the Trend Alarms tab. Just like before, you'll need to push the updated configuration to the device. Go to Device Configuration, select the associated device, and click Update Configuration. Once the configuration status returns to OK, return to the data viewer. Select the ROI and the measurement you want to trend, such as the maximum value. Then click Show Alarm Levels to visualize the thresholds. Finally, select a data event to analyze the captured information associated with that alarm condition. For more details, refer to the InsightCM user manual or reach out to Cutsforth support.